Max, I'll start with you. Do you think we're sleeping on the Cardinals?
I haven't slept on them. I thought they were live this year. I didn't think they would make the playoffs, but I think they would be in the hunt, and I still feel that way. That was quite a game for them to win last night. Back and forth. It reminded me of the World Series game from the night before, like crazy shifts of momentum. Wait, what? They're about to win. They're about to lose. Right, both teams. And the fact that you win a game like that, a quarterback like Kyler Murray coming up in the world against a quarterback like Russell Wilson, who's one of the all-time greats, let's face it, in his prime, to win a game like that, to get yourself in field goal range, to by the way, after blowing it, right, after you blow it on special teams, is a huge boost to the confidence, I think, of an emerging franchise like Arizona. So I haven't been sleeping on the Cardinals, but for those who have been, this was a wake-up call, I think.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think we slept on them. When you look at this team, they started out the season, they get the big win against San Francisco, they beat Washington, and then they have a couple of losses, and you're starting to look at them like, okay, maybe they're coming back down to earth, and now they've kind of found their groove again. And as you look at last night's game, for Kyler Murray, I believe it's a measuring stick. Whenever you are facing the best in the game, which Russell Wilson is in that conversation, you want to step up and play to his level. You want to step up and have your team with an opportunity to win. And they were down the entire game. I think the lasting impression or the lasting image I have from this game is Kyler Murray smiling in his drop when he realized DeAndre Hopkins had one-on-one coverage on the outside right before he throws the touchdown. That's the type of confidence that this kid plays with. That's what Cliff Kingsbury knew when he was scouting him or when he was, thinking about drafting him #1 overall. I still don't necessarily believe that this team is there yet. I don't know that they'll be good enough on defense week in and week out, but they're going to factor into the conversation for the playoff. This team could very well be a wild card team, and if they do, I don't necessarily know who wants to play them. But when you watch the Seattle Seahawks, think about this.
What impressed me so much about last night's game, though, is it felt like a game the Cardinals were fated to lose, right? The fates were against them. That's a Russell Wilson type of win. Metcalf on that chase down tackle. Come on, that doesn't happen in a win. The Cardinals miss a crunch time field goal. This didn't happen in a win. By the way, Metcalf for the game winner, right? Called back because of holding. Like, it just felt like these felt like that's the kind of game the veteran team with a veteran great quarterback wins and the upstart quarterback loses. The fact that Arizona won that game behind Kyler Murray is what impressed me so much.
No question.
Yeah, and I think what this says to me is a lot about Cliff Kingsbury, though. This is a guy who was fired from his job at Texas Tech, had to actually quit his job at USC so he could interview for these jobs, and many people didn't think he deserved to get this position. You fire Steve Wilkes after 1 year, and already this team is 5-2 and playing much better because of some decisions that Cliff Kingsbury himself has made. So we have to give him credit for that change.
I definitely will give Cliff Kingsbury's credit, which is something that I've never done on this show, okay, because he's doing a hell of a job right now, and he deserves to be commended for it. But I would like to remind America of what my argument was against him. I never said that he couldn't do a good job. I did not know. What I'm saying is you didn't deserve the damn job, considering how subpar you were as a collegiate head coach to get an NFL head coaching job despite your lack of success on the collegiate level and not having been an NFL coach. That was my issue with it. I remain consistent in that position while still recognizing the need to applaud him for the job that he has done.
No question.
This season.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.